of the few.
Right.
Bass Dog Friday. Everybody wonders why I like that easier music.
Yeah.
I like to listen to stuff like this once in a while just because it. Hello. Like Tommy Chung. Hello.
Oh, yeah.
And I just keep waiting for the music to jump back at me and go, blah! I'm TJ, and this is Steve, and this is Mayhem's Amigos. How's everybody doing on this fantastic Super Bowl Sunday?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
With a game that no one is excited for.
I don't know, man. Really, I've been watching the craziest fucking predictions. I've watched everything from they painting eggs and putting them in microwaves and seeing which one blows up first. And that's the loser.
What?
I just watched one on TikTok where they put 2 peppers outside of a gerbils house and put a Kansas City logo on one and Philadelphia on the other. And which pepper did the gerbil pick first? He picked the Eagles to win. I've been seeing a lot of picks going the Eagles' way. I've seen everything from. I saw a final score 51-38 Eagles, which I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be.
I have a friend of mine that lives down here that is as big of, if not a bigger fan of Kansas City than Rhino.
Oh, that's.
And I'm like, just because of Rhino and because of him, I'm like,
right. Exactly.
Please, baby Jesus, allow Philadelphia to win today.
Yeah.
But I'm as much as I want Philadelphia to win it, I'm not feeling it,
Yeah.
And it's usually when I feel it, that's when I know, okay, this is a lock.
Right.
I don't
feel it. I mean, although it is Saquon Barkley's birthday today.
Right.
So, will he win a Super Bowl on his birthday? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
It'd be nice if he did. That'd be like a hell of a happy birthday.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Could you imagine being at that birthday party if they would?
And that's some people really think funny. I was actually born on Super Bowls, the very first Super Bowl.
Oh, were you?
So January 12th, 1967 was the first Super Bowl.
I'll be damned.
And then when my dad wouldn't come to the hospital, he said, "No, I'm going to watch a Super Bowl game." My mom said, "Your son's being born." He said, "Well, he'll be here Monday." So.
Well, when Riley was born, I mean, I've told everybody the story. He was preemie, C-section. He was 3 days before my birthday. And I was still up there. But what killed me about it, like everybody wants to jump in and talk about everything that has something to do with them. And I'm like, wait a minute. The ones that were there were my uncle that lives here and his girlfriend on my side. That was it. The day he was born. And then obviously me and his mother.
Right. Well, obviously.
I mean, she kind of had to be there.
Kind of had to be there, yeah.
And I'm like, we went through hell. I didn't see everybody there during that. I was in that hospital every day for 5 months.
Damn.
Yeah. He was I think it was 27 or 26 or 27 weeks. 1 pound, 13 ounces, and 12 inches long when that kid was born.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think my mom said I was in the hospital from January to March.
Yeah.
I was born with viral pneumonia.
No, he was just very preemie. He was born with underdeveloped lungs. So, I mean, when you look at all of that, and it's like, as I'm writing these novels, and I'm reliving a lot of the stuff that I did and what I went through, I'm like, how am I alive?
Exactly.
I really am shocked by a lot of this, and I wonder, like, how have I survived this long?
I know.
Um,
Been
and you know, as everybody who watches, listens, pays attention to Morning Disaster knows by now,
there.
there was an incident on Friday.
Well, only if you're a subscriber, though.
It started with a very loud, obnoxious, disturbing nose noise.
Oh, I see that. You guys keep blaming it on. I missed it. I didn't hear it.
Oh, you should be thankful because I heard it. I'm like, oh God.
I didn't. I must have been clearing my throat at the same time, but I missed it. I know Ray didn't care for it at all.
Oh, dude, it was like
Uh,
I could hack a loogie and it sounds better than that shit. Like,
Ooh.
oh. DA had the perfect comment to it. He's like, I would go back and get the audio from it, but I just do not want to hear it again.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Huh.
But then, you know, and I've noticed here in recent weeks, like Steve and I both suffer from, if people don't realize it or know, we both suffer from very chronic depression.
Oh.
Yeah. Mine is more related, PTSD related. Steve's is, I wouldn't know if I could say PTSD or just life in general. I have,
they call it manic depression, bipolar, and then I do have a little PTSD, but they say that's from, they say that's from my dad. But that's the only thing I have PTSD from. So.
Okay. So
basically manic depression and bipolar.
So a lot of similarities, different treatments, obviously.
Oh.
But one of the things that remains the same is definitely like coping mechanisms.
Yeah, you gotta have them.
You absolutely do. And I was discussing this, and like Steve and I kind of have texted back and forth quite a bit over the last couple of days and discussed it a little bit too. As I grew and I got older, a lot of the things that I did were with my mind, and I have to keep my mind active. The minute that stops being active, that's when I start getting bored and I start getting into trouble. You know, like deciding it's a good idea to bang a girl that's got 18 huskies in a 2-bedroom house. And even though the titties were big, the sex was boring. Dude, she was boring. Like I couldn't get her to do anything. Like, would you get on top? Something? No, lay there.
Really?
Yeah, that was it. That's all she did. Like, make a noise.
Yeah.
Nope, she just breathed heavy. Like, God.
It would take the dog. Come on, do something. Howl or something.
Do something. You know, bend over, something. Jump on me in my chair.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, you don't need to watch this TV show right now. You need to see titties. Hey. But, you know, my depression starts manifesting when I start, like, you know, I start getting reclusive. And there's two reasons that'll happen. One is I've gotten into something that I'm working on and I'm really focused on it and I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get done. The other one is just I'm exhausted mentally and I just don't want to be around anybody.
Yep.
And that's the one that gets me into trouble. It's something I've mentioned a few times in the past, but I've never really gone into detail. And it was early 2018. And I did attempt. I didn't send out any text messages. Did not send out any notes. Did not send out anything. I found every pill I had in the house,
Uh-huh.
and I downed it with a fifth of tequila.
Uh-huh.
And I sat in my chair and waited.
Uh-huh.
And my roommate at the time was the one that found me and called in emergency services, called in my brother.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up on a 5150 hold at the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
which was 72-hour hold. They wouldn't let me go.
All right.
They sent in one of them doctors that, and how does that make you feel? It makes me feel like I want to punch you in the fucking face. That's how it makes me feel.
Yeah. But I'll admit, I got lucky. I was afraid that because I went to Memorial ER Friday night, and I finally broke down, and okay, let's see. I'll tell you the only reason why I did is, man, I've told everybody this, and I'm not gonna bullshit about it. I've learned over the years being institutionalized in different hospitals or whatever. I've learned how to manipulate the mental health system. Hey, they just want you to participate. Steve, he's really trying to get better. I'll go to all your meetings. I'll sit there. I'll do whatever you want to do. It's going to get me out, a week quicker, more than likely, because they're going, the end of the week. Oh, Steve, he participated in everything. He did such a good. He'll be okay to go back out on his own. Let's go ahead and discharge him. I learned how to do that. And I tried to tell them that Friday. All you're doing is wasting your time on people need your help more than I do. There are people out there that need, like, come on. I know there was just a young lady, young girl in Chatham lay down on the fucking railroad tracks. She needs a lot more help. I'm not going to do that.
Like I said, and I was sitting there like to a point that I was like, if I get woke up, I had pistol in my hand.
Right.
When I finally passed out. When I passed out, I was in my chair.
Uh-huh.
House was dark. I was done. And I'm intelligent enough to know how to manipulate the system, but the problem is there's always somebody that's out there that's smarter.
Exactly. You hit that right on the fucking head. You hit that right on the head. And that's I met his match, the doctor I met in the ER last night. We didn't have to talk that long. We talked 2 or 3 times, and he came back and finally said, "You know what?" He said, "I'm going to go ahead and discharge it." He said, "You know what you did." He said, "You had a bad fucking day." He said, "Everybody has them." He said, "You got to learn, You got to learn, They were going to start you on this new drug, maybe to help you, so you don't have these giant outbursts, So
I said hi.
Oh,
but I'm going to kind of rewind on mine a little bit. Like, I had the 3 days in the hospital, and they sent me this Asian gal who was, one, not very attractive.
Ooh,
and
really?
Hello, Irene.
Hi.
But they sent me this. We're talking
Yams,
about.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful, Yams.
We are talking about depression and some of the stuff that both of us have been through, and I was kind of recounting my experience of when I attempted back in 2018.
Right.
And they gave me this doctor when I was on the hold in the hospital that was an Asian gal that was not really attractive. And I mean, I like Asian women, but this one was like a Zorba, like, horrible, flat front and back. I mean, nothing was right.
Oh, man.
Nothing was right. She unattractive. There you go.
It happens sometimes.
And you're sitting there like, and she, how did that make you feel? It makes me feel like I want to punch you in the fucking face. That's what I feel like right now. I just don't want to deal with that. Because not only did she say it, but it was extremely condescending.
The way that she said it.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm so much better than you because I'm a doctor. Well, you know what? I have a sheet and I know how to turn it into a noose. Get the fuck out of my face.
Right.
So I went from being extremely depressed to going to the hospital and then just being extremely angry for 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they finally released me, I walked to the bus station to try to get home because I was 18 miles from home. I was not walking that in winter
Right.
in Illinois. No.
Oh, that was my other thing. These motherfuckers like, you need to go talk. I said, how the fuck am I going to get home? Well, you let us worry about it. I said, no. You're going to drive me up at the fucking hospital, and then I got to find a way to fucking get home, motherfucker.
Yeah, you better pay for an Uber or something. Damn.
Yeah. Well, they got me, and then I thought I was going to have to pay for it, but then they gave me the ER gave me some kind of voucher.
Oh, okay.
But, dude, I've rode in my first cab ever. Oh, my God.
Was it that nasty?
Like shit. Motherfucker. And he drove with the fucking windows down. I'm sitting in the back freezing my fucking balls off. He's got the heat on it. I mean, them motherfuckers smell like it was a yellow cab.
Oh, no. Like not a yellow cab.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. And then, you know how much that costs to go from Memorial to Williamsville?
Oh, it's got to be like a $90
fucking dollars. $52
How much?
fucking dollars. $52.
62?
52.
That ain't as bad as I thought it would be.
Fuck. That's fucking 10 miles.
I mean, what I used to charge to go from Las Cruces to El Paso Airport was $140.
God damn.
Were you like one of those people who just like drove over a bridge type thing? Like,
I kind of, yeah.
They have people who will, like, if you're scared to drive over bridges, they will like they'll get in your car and drive your car and you over the bridge, and like they have like a car to drive themselves back.
What the hell is that?
Well, people are afraid of going on bridges, like falling off. It's like a real fear.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Steve, are you afraid to drive over a bridge?
Yes. Scared to death.
Really?
I hate it.
My sister is too. And we went to the Virginia, like, you know, Virginia Beach, how they have like that.
Yeah, fuck yeah. My parents did that when we were kids. You go over it for fucking so many miles, and you go under the fucking water. Under the fucking water.
Well, I did that.
Like, fuck that. I told my dad to get me the fuck out of here. I hate you. I lived over there in Dupont. We wanted to go to St. Louis. We had to cross the fucking river. I hated crossing any of the river bridges. And my grandfather was a bridge builder. I fucking hate. I got Pepsi too. I got cherry Pepsi.
I knew one bridge builder, and it was a girl. Her name was Molly. What?
Was she hot?
She's medium. Yeah.
You single?
Probably.
Would she be interested in taking a trip to Illinois?
Probably not.
I have a friend in Illinois.
I don't remember where she lives. I want to say it might be Wisconsin.
I have a friend in Williamsville, Illinois, that he would benefit from some female companionship.
Is it?
Oh, what?
And you said she's a bridge builder, so she can handle a lot of weight.
Yeah. She probably got them thighs that'd be like.
Oh, there you go. She could squeeze the loving out of him.
Yeah.
Might get a little more than just the loving.
Right.
Oh, I can't stand like, you know, they do video of these motherfucker idiots that change the light bulb on those big towers. I don't like that. There's no fucking way you couldn't pay me enough money to fucking climb 300 feet in the air.
Corey says that he knew a guy, or he knew of a guy here. Let me get it highlighted here. He saw a guy that charges $35 to drive you across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge and the Bay Tunnel. And then he knows a girl iron worker who builds bridges, buildings, and wind turbines.
Oh, those two.
The wind turbine was scary. I've seen like those videos of like where like one's on fire and there's two guys who are on it and they're stuck on it because of where the fire is. And they're basically about to die. You see them like hugging each other and like praying together.
Yeah.
And then they like explode.
Well, I mean, at least they're not reaching over trying to give each other handies as they're dying.
Well, yeah.
Let me get you off one more time.
No, it just reminded me of like the 9/11 videos and stuff. Like,
Oh yeah.
all that.
But kind of back to point is like
Sorry.
when I got out of the hospital, I got home. Then the hospital was even worse. Like they're calling people I know and they're going, "Don't leave him alone." And the only thing I wanted to be was left the fuck alone.
Right.
Well, they would have let me stay home if I had somebody come spend the night.
Oh, really?
That's
and you're like, "No, I don't have it."
I'm telling you, dude, this was worse than when I fell down. There were 4 Williamsville cops. There were 3 Americana ambulance people.
Yeah.
Then they called a behavioral health counselor from Memorial Hospital. She came.
Was she hot?
You know what? I wish I remembered her name because she really wasn't. She was a big one too. She had all kinds of piercings and tattoos. She was quite attractive. I wish I could. I don't think she had a wedding ring on.
There you go.
She
I don't think they're allowed to wear wedding rings because it's like a health hygienic thing.
Oh no, but she had
For a counselor?
She had her nose pierced like 3 times. Her nose pierced and
Are you sure you're actually treated by a doctor?
And she had 3.
He said behavioral health specialist.
Tattoos,
okay. So she's okay.
Behavioral health specialist.
Well,
then she said, "Oh, I gotta go call my supervisor now and tell her." Then she says, "Is there anybody here that can spend the night with you?" Huh? Nobody got to spend the night with me.
Robin.
I said, "I can't even get a woman to spend the night with me. God damn it!" I should have said, "Well, you want to spend the night?" That's what I should have did.
The couch
she might have stayed.
I should have said that. So, well, you want to spend the night, baby? I'll be more happy.
That doesn't sound creepy at all.
Then they might have spend the night, I know one thing. That one big cop, he had 5 pairs of fucking handcuffs on him. Why the fuck do you need that many pairs of handcuffs?
And I mean, Corey's like, they don't take the calls lightly, and they don't want you to have anything on you that could be used to hurt somebody else. And yeah, he's absolutely right.
Yeah, they you know what? They took the box cutter that was sitting on the table by me. They took that. I think they took it for real. They kept it. The piss.
Really? The box cutter.
But you know what? And then yesterday I looked at the table. There's another one right there. I had a folding one right there. And and it was even sharper. So I'm like, well, because they're like, oh, there's that fucking box cutter.
Right.
And fucking, you know.
I mean,
I told those people, I'm not into pain. I'm just really not.
Well, it took me a lot of work to get cleared where I could own my firearms again and stuff like that. I had to do everything for that. But I mean, a long and a short of it is when I did get home, they sent somebody over. They sent a couple of my friends over to stay with me at my house. But I was able to go into my bedroom and be left alone. I'm like, if anybody comes in and crawls into bed next to me, I'm going to fucking punch you. Or I'm going to fart on you. It's going to be one of the two.
Definitely fart on them.
Because I was eating a lot of stuff that gave me gas at that point.
Broccoli?
So, to kind of continue, it's like my biggest help, I think, and where a lot of my problem came into play was I was dealing with a lot of very extremely personal stuff that I hadn't even really come to grips with myself on yet. And now that I have, and time has progressed, and it's been many years since then now, I've got a decent life. And I ended up with a therapist that she was not one of those, well, and how does that make you feel? She was more like, would you stop being a pussy? And she called me
bitch.
Yeah, she called me on my bullshit.
Yeah.
And because she did, I respected her a lot more.
Right.
And it made me actually really open up to her. And she ended up transferring, and I wasn't able to work with her anymore. And I really miss her a lot.
All right.
She was just a great therapist. And was always pushing me to try new stuff, you know?
All right.
Yeah.
And to be, you know, a little more open with some of this stuff as time progresses. So key one was I had a really good therapist, and I talked to her once a week. And like with Steve, and correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the things I don't see you do a lot is like you do the shows. But then after the shows, how often do you get out?
I don't know.
What do you mean by get out?
I mean, get out of your apartment, you know, not do laundry or go get mail, you know, none of this mundane shit. Like, actually get out. Go get in your truck and just go for a drive.
Well, decent weather, yeah. I mean, I don't fucking do it when it's fucking cold out, you know. But then in the spring and the summertime, yeah, I go out to the lake, just sit there, especially when it's about 65, 70 degrees. You can have the windows down.
Yeah.
It's kind of chill. It's just out there and sit at the lake and the wind blows. I do that. Right now, it's fucking cold out. I mean, if I lived in Texas, it'll be a fucking deal. A little bit fucking, you know, it's 20 fucking degrees here. Huh? I don't want to go sit with the fucking windows down. I'd rather sit in my warm apartment, you know.
Oh, no, I get that. But like, as an example, like my grandparents. So while they were still alive and living there in Springfield, one of the things that they did every night, they went and they got in a car and they drove around they drove around a couple of neighborhoods. Just oh, look, the kids are playing. Oh, look, hey, a drug deal, you know.
Drug deal. That's a good thing to roll up on in a graveyard.
Yeah, right.
Well, that'd be great.
Florida life.
They'll say, well, here comes a mosquito killer, because my truck smokes really fucking bad. So
they weren't actually spraying mosquitoes. They just died because of the toxic fumes.
I gotta keep a certain RPM to keep my oil pressure, because I want to drive around with fucking no oil pressure, and I gotta keep it above. I don't, you know, it doesn't have. If I'm going 65, I've got 25 pounds of oil pressure. So, but once it comes to stop, when it stop, when I see the stoplight, I have no oil pressure. When I take off, it comes up. There's oil pressure there, so
they're just blowing smoke and blowing out smoke out of the tailpipe.
Fuck smoke! I have people fucking pull over. It's fucking smoking that bad. Your truck is on fire.
You might need some rings.
I might.
Some valve guides and
I might.
Oil pump. Yeah.
They told Dan and me they had done something to that motor, which it looks like it's been out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Because the top half of the motor is really nice and clean, but I don't think the bottom half is. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the bottom end needs to be redone bad.
You know,
that thing needs an overhaul. Mosquito killer.
Oh yeah. I really wish I had. See, that's another thing, and that's not going to do about it. I mean, but like if me and Michelle were still together, where I had a garage.
Yeah,
I put that motherfucker in the garage, and I'd pull that fucking junk ass motor out, and I'd find, it's like I found on the fucking internet, this dude has got 4 350 Chevys.
Yeah.
They're all complete, well, except for carburetor. Anything from, they all run, but the best one has a mild cam in it, and he wants $1,600 for that one. But for if I had the money, but I ain't got no money. But I'd offer him $4,000 for all 4 of them. Then I have fucking 4 fucking motors. Well, I don't know what I need 4 fucking motors for. I only have 1 truck, but
yeah, but that 350 would drop in and bolt in right now.
Fucking right, it would. Fucking right, it would. I'd be on the fucking street outlaw. I have to get a better transmission though. I'd be like Daddy Dave.
Yeah, baby.
I wished.
Because that's got the 700 R4 in it, if I remember right.
No, it's the.
Is it the 4L60E in that?
Yeah, 4L60E. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what. Well, that's what Shaner put in it. That's what it had in it, and it went out, and that's what he put. He put a junkyard one. Well, he did. He put a junkyard one in, but he put new filter and kit and all that other bullshit.
Probably did a new pump and everything.
Put all these seals in it and shit. $800 fucking dollars.
Probably did
that was installed though too.
He'd probably do a pretty similar deal for you for the engine.
Probably would. He probably would.
You know, I mean, it's and hell, junkyard motor. If the junkyard motor's running right and the junkyard transmission's running right, you got a decent running little S10.
Exactly. And that's why I can't complain about it. This fucking little truck. I sit in the coldest winter. It sat for 3 weeks when it was the coldest. Fuck, it went start right up.
There you go.
Running down the road, you can see. I would safely drive it an hour one way, I think. Yeah. I drove it to paint over Christmas. I didn't have any problem with it. You know.
Steve, who gets all the
I just don't
and stuff. Will safely drive.
I'll be honest, I'm still fat. And it's not the most, I'm okay, but it's not as comfortable as my Dodge was.
Right.
Yeah.
Your Dodge was really loud, though.
It was fucking, I love that. I wish. And that might have been part of the thing, because I posed a question to Dan, and I told him if he was joking or what on Thursday night.
Yeah.
When we were playing our trivia.
I was driving, but I was listening at the same time. So
I asked him, I said, Dan, do you think you could have fixed my Dodge truck, or you just tired of fucking with it because we'd been fucking with it? And I don't think he answered the question.
He never did answer it. No,
I didn't think so. That's what kind of thought. I thought, that motherfucker, you know,
not taking the parts and being like selling them out. Like,
so that was
I don't think Dan was starting it out yet, but
then when he started on me Friday, motherfucker, he don't even fucking. It is what it is. It is what it is now, so it don't fucking make no difference. The truck's on.
Well, yeah.
I mean, and I suppose if I really wanted to, I suppose I could sell my truck. I got a title for it, and I could try to find something bigger. But you know what? I'm seeing people that are advertising vehicles that you can't even fucking drive. You have to trailer them for $2,000.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. Used car market's really hard right now.
This is trucks, you know.
But you know, again, this is like contributing factors. All right, you know, here's Irene, who also has dealt with a lot of the mental health and stuff herself over the last year, and then getting over an alcohol issue and all this other stuff. And you know, we all and here, oh, I got to protect Irene now.
I'll be on the bottom of Irene anytime.
And then here's a guy who has some depression himself. Is Fat 420.
Why do you think I do this?
Well, I could think of a gummy you could eat.
Dude, I had a friend bring me a gummy yesterday.
I've had those before.
Okay.
One gummy. 1,000 milligrams.
That's
1,000 milligrams. Was it Delta 8? 1,000 milligrams?
Probably.
I believe so. I didn't even touch it.
It's still the same though.
No shit, motherfucker. I took these fucking edibles, motherfucker. I only took 500, and I thought I was gonna fucking die.
I thought you said Danibles at first. I was like, you mean like this little Bogart?
I take 500 daily, and I don't.
At one time?
Yeah.
Or over the whole day?
One time.
Damn, man.
And it lasts me the whole day.
Okay.
Oh, it lasted Steve a couple days.
Well, if I wouldn't have had laundry and I wouldn't have freaked out, but I couldn't get off the fucking table. I couldn't get up. I couldn't get up off the couch. And they were bitching me because I wanted, you need to be down here to get your laundry. I said, Christina, I can't even get off the fucking couch. Can you come get the laundry? Because they were freaking out. Damn. I was scared of them. But I had a new vape yesterday, and I'm really liking it.
No,
I go to a place called JB Hawk.
I bet we got them. Yeah.
Get this brand. It's
Yeah.
the only vape brand you will ever want.
Really?
It's that good, and it's cheap too. 4 gram cart for $32.
Oh, really?
Geeked?
Yeah, geeked.
I see this is what
And
I got.
the cool. Those are good too. But see, the cool thing about Geeked right now is when you get them at where I get them at,
right?
They have a sale going on that's 25% off. But you have to buy a pre-roll or a 3-pack of gummies. But but with the discount by getting this and that, it makes the gummies cheaper, and you get $2 still off of this. So you get 3 gummies and a 4 gram cart for about $33.
Damn.
And this cart, I use this all the time, and this 4 gram cart lasts me about 2 months.
And Steve, there's a JB Hawk on North Grand that's not too far away from the old Save-A-Lot.
Yep.
So it's not too far from you.
So I would suggest getting it, Steve, and
I'll have to try that because I got these from
that's
my brothers. They picked them up at the truck stop.
Same company.
Oh, Yeet.
For the gummies.
Did you say Yeet? Are you still that excited over Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble? Did you just say Yeet?
Yeet.
Yeet. Anyway, not only is it cheaper, because if I got that same exact cart and real THC, it'll be about 4 times as much as what I paid.
Fuck yeah, Will. That's what I was telling Brady. Motherfucker. I paid $50 for a half of a gram cartridge.
Fuck.
I paid $50 for 2 of these.
Right.
So
I paid $32 for that.
And I get the same high out of it. So I don't. If I thought it was different, I wouldn't do it. But I get the same fucking feeling. It's not what I don't get. Like
I know. That's why I went to the Delta 8. That's why I went to the Delta 8 gummies with Geeked in that, because it gives me the same exact effect for
these actually hit harder. I think these even hit harder. I mean,
sometimes now the gummies for me, they hit harder than the real gummies, but with the vape. Right. Oddly enough, with vape, I don't get overly loopy. It makes me just calm. It's like ADHD medicine. Back in the day, they used to give you whatever to shut you up and to keep you going to
And Brady hit on the head yesterday. Him and Bree came over. We fucked around. That fucking when I took that Deadable, I was trying to explain to him. It was like, and I bet all of you can do it. I don't know if it's Irene, but. It was like I was tripping on acid. That's what it was like. When I took that edible, it was like I was tripping on fucking acid. The colors, the whole fucking deal.
Now I want to eat one. I miss hallucinogenics. Now I want to eat one.
That's what
175 times whatever, and that's how many gummies you can eat to equal 1,000 for mine. But still. Even the gummies, this is 20. Well, not in here now, but this you can get 20, right?
Right. It's like what, $60? Oh,
damn,
not bad
for 20, and they're 175 a piece. If I would have got the same exact count THC in real gummies, I'd be spending almost 5 to 6 times as much money.
Oh yeah.
For the same thing, and it does the same thing for me. But
I'd pay $50 to get told by women to go home and yeet all over myself.
Ooh.
Well, I'd rather yeet all over you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I need to get down to.
Irene's like, I'm staying in Georgia on that line.
See, I need to go down to Georgia because I see I got a present I got to open up.
Never went down to Georgia.
Is it because I got the bow?
Yeah, I gotta take that bow off.
Where'd you pick that up at?
The bow? Hobby, no, either Hobby Lobby or Claire's. Probably Hobby Lobby.
You got that cutesy look today.
Mm-hmm. That's what got me pretty horny right now.
Better eat another edible.
Right.
Might help get that thing under control.
I got this lavender oil. You just rub it on your feet and it helps you sleep.
Oh, really?
So which oil do you rub on your feet that helps you get horny?
I don't know.
My oil.
There is.
I got some oil you can rub on your lips.
Yeah, so do I. A little creamy though, oil, but it'll do. Creamy oil for Irene.
Conditioner for your hair.
Here we go. These guys are trying to give you cream of some old guy.
I'm not old yet.
Hey, cream of that guy.
I may be older than you, but I'm still not old.
Hey, you know what? None of us are getting old. We're getting seasoned.
There you go. We're seasoned.
There you go.
We're not old.
There
We're
you
seasoned. Exactly.
There are things I used to do in my 20s where I'm doing it now. I'm like, what the fuck was I? And 2 days later, I'm going, oh, what the hell was I thinking?
Oh, I know.
Well, let's just put it this way. Back in the day when I was in my 20s, on Friday nights, I'd go to work. Now, they let me they don't want overtime. So what I did was I started early because basically I was a janitor and that's all I did.
Right.
So I would basically get off at noon, get paid, cash my check, pay a couple bills, and then whatever money I had left over, I'd go to the races at Farmer City. I would eat there. I'd buy shit there. Because all I'd do back in my 20s is I would do pit passes. I wouldn't go unless it's like a big, because it was cheaper and I got to be around all the, the stuff that I liked. Anyway, then I would turn around, go home, maybe sleep a couple hours on Saturday, get up, drive down to the races over at Peoria, watch the cars come in, watch the races, and as soon as that last flag dropped, I was on my way out to go to work over in Bloomington. So I drove from Peoria to Bloomington. And I get there enough time to go and start. Okay. Then I would work. Then, because, I go to church, I would go back home, freshen up, turn around, and go to church. And it wouldn't be till probably about 10 o'clock. Yeah, basically what I would do. Yeah. A wet wipe to the face or something. Anyway. And then it would be like 10, 11 o'clock Sunday night before I go to sleep. So basically in 3 days, I would have like 4 hours of sleep.
I would
but
die.
now if I tried to do that, if I would do that, the whole following week, I'd be doing nothing but sleeping and doing nothing.
Right. This is where I feel sorry for people like Irene. Like Irene, you've been married most of your adult life, right?
Yeah.
And I really feel because didn't get to experience like that single wild 20s life.
I have like a short period. There's like a couple months where like I didn't have like a boyfriend.
Right.
/ husband / whatever.
See, I had I had the military, so my early 20s was mainly spent in Europe. And I was running around Germany and Italy and Russia and England and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And then, we'll skip over 22 or we'll 21, 22, I was green to gold. So I was at Illinois State University in Bloomington.
I'm sorry.
Highest STD rate per capita of any other university in the nation at the time. So you knew what we were doing to stay warm. And I got recalled. Oh, there was a lot of.
I seen it too out on the streets. Because, like I said, I work at the Pantograph, so there's like.
You didn't see my naked ass out there once, did you?
Could be. Who knows? But what I would do is me and a buddy of mine in between, because we did on Friday nights, we do something for a local paper ahead of time, and then there'd be like a 2 hour gap or hour gap So what we would do is we jump in each other's cars and we just go driving up and down and around ISU to see all the hot looking chicks.
Yeah, go down frat row and sorority row.
Yeah, all those places, downtown, everything. One time there was this hot looking chick. I mean, hot. I go, hey, you're hot and I'd like to lick you out. And my buddy just, all of a sudden, I'm like, where's my buddy? He shrunk down in the chair to where he couldn't be seen. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, dude, I know we want to get chicks, but man, you need to be a little bit better at the delivery. I'm like, yeah, but
when she walked up and handed you her phone number, you're like, see?
No, but I did get a flash though from it.
There you go.
Because she was like, and her friend was like, pull it. And she's like
trying to pull him down.
Let me see him. And then he shrunk down. He shrunk down in the chair even more. I'm like, dude, there's two hot chicks right there. One for you, one for me. What do you think I'm trying to do? He's like, I know, but still, it's kind of embarrassing. I'm like,
oh, then you had, well, let's see. You go at 25, I ended up in New Mexico. Less than an hour away from the Mexico border.
Ooh, la la, spicy.
No, it was more like I'm a me.
So you got a few mommies?
Oh, I had a couple of the mummies.
Calientes.
Mucho caliente.
Sí.
So, down there again, I went down there. I ended up married and divorced within 3 months.
Breathe, Steve. Breathe.
Oh, gone. Steve's like, how did you do that?
kind of special.
And then the rest of the time I lived down there, I was single. I just had a blast, So, but during that time, I also followed a lot of live music. And it was drinking, concerts, work, drinking. I'm walking into work with an hour and a half of sleep. I still got the stamp on my hand from the club from the night before. I reek like a brewery, and I'm walking in the door to go to work.
I did it too. I know exactly what.
And then they're looking at me like, go eat an onion burger and stay away from people. Yeah.
Right. I just remember the one time I went to work after I didn't even go out to drink. I just accidentally drank too much at home. And then we had like a really early meeting in the morning. I had to be there at like 6 a.m. So I'm like going to Starbucks. I'm still like freaking drunk because I accidentally drank the whole 6-pack by myself. I was playing a video game or something like Minecraft. And and I was still drunk. Like I rolled in there with my sunglasses on, and my friend Ryan, he had his sunglasses on too. I was like, and he's like, yeah, he knew what was up. It was like the same story because it was like a Saturday morning, and I'm not like one to usually go out a lot. Like I've been out, don't get me wrong. Like I've gone out and stuff and had fun, but like it's not like a huge part of my life. So like I stayed home and got drunk.
Yeah, back in the Cruces days. I mean, back in the days that I lived in Las Cruces. I mean, if I wasn't, I was out during the day, at night, all the time. I went home to sleep and shower, change clothes, and I was back out again.
Roll out.
I kept rolling. Oh.
Steve's move out, back up. Tell me what you want to do now.
Back
up. Tell me what you want. 2 different songs, Irene.
Oh wait, I know.
No, I did do it all for the Nookie. I'm not going to deny that.
Well, yeah, but
I did it for the cookie because you know those chocolatey chippy cookies are so good.
I prefer the taco.
I'm more taco, burrito, taco.
I'm more than
taco
happy to
favorite
eat
kisses. Come and get it, honey. Taco.
I will eat
burrito.
plenty of taco.
Taco favorite kisses.
Oh.
But no, I mean there was just so much we did. The live music scene in Las Cruces back then was insane. There was like 14 different local bands that played every weekend.
Same way between Bloomington and Peoria, I had any given night I can go out and see a band. And now it's like you either got a DJ spinning music off of Spotify or cover bands.
You know, that's something I miss about Tommy when he spun. This is a guy that I knew when I was working at the radio station there. DJ Black, Tommy Black. And I loved it when Tommy was up there and he was spinning because he actually mixed, scratched, and spun on vinyl the old school way.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy can mix so bad. It makes my stomach hurt listening to him mix because he's so damn good at it. And I'm like, ugh, I wish I had a tenth of his skill. That's how good he is.
Mm-hmm.
And he could just feel it. I think if you put him in a mix-off, he could probably rival Dre back in the day.
Right.
He's that good.
Is he good as Jason Kluge?
Better.
Oh, okay. Because Jason Kluge is supposed to be playing at a wedding I got to go to this summer. I hope he's good. I hope he doesn't fall asleep.
Oh,
Playing at a wedding?
He's worse than Jimmy. What are you talking about?
Oh God. Wait, you've heard him?
Yes. He downloaded music off of LimeWire or something, and all you heard was because he thought it was a song that they wanted to play, and then when he played it, all you heard was a
No way.
And you seen him going.
Jason did that?
Well, in my
You didn't
mind,
check
anyway.
the songs first?
It'd be funny if it did, though, happen.
Dude, I'll tell you, like, I DJ'd weddings for quite a while, and I got active at the wedding. Like, I was out there and dancing with bridesmaids, and, you know, I really did get active with my bridal party and my guests, and I made sure
I did a bridesmaid one time.
I did too.
Back when I had the van, I had more room. I took out the middle seat so that way you can just, you know.
When I first started DJing weddings, I had a Dodge Caravan, and I had my gear set up, and this group had me. I ran 13 hours with this one reception. I guess I did okay.
Damn.
I was only scheduled for 6. They kept paying extra to keep me there.
Oh, nice.
And then the one bridesmaid, who was redhead, hotter than hell. I'm like, oh. She walked up. I love redheads.
Mm-hmm.
She walks up and she lowered the top of her dress and goes, "How much for this? How much more time for this?" And I'm like, hang on, let me set this up on auto. And I got out my laptop and hooked it up and set it up on auto run so the music would keep going. Took her out to the van. Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That was just one example. I mean, 12 bridesmaids in that bridal party.
Damn.
Yeah.
And 12 groomsmen. They didn't bring in, here's what we've got for the bar. Oh, it's open bar. No, they brought in a truck of booze.
Wow.
Nice.
And a truck of beer. I mean, and I'm not talking like little truck. I'm talking like what I drive for work. 53-foot trailer, Steve Austin style beer truck rolling in here,
yeah.
you know.
Hell yeah.
That was a party, and it went and went and went and went and went. They're bringing me shots. Oh, you got to take a shot with us. I mean, I'm getting out there dancing with them. I'm getting out there. My opinion was if I had fun, and then my guests would have fun. If I was pissed off and annoyed, then they were too.
Yeah.
So the more fun I had, and it worked. I mean, the more fun I had at these weddings, the more fun they had, and I was getting paid for it.
Nice.
which made it even better.
All right.
Send me that cheddar.
Mhm.
So, and on occasion, I got a little bit on the side.
Boom, chicka, wah, wah.
Pretty much.
Shiggity, shiggity, shwa.
The one that was really fun was when I switched out from the van and went to my truck.
Did you turn it on?
Oh, the van ended up having a lot of problems, so I ended up buying a pickup.
Mm.
And I started doing these weddings in my pickup.
Was it an S10?
No, it was an extended cab F-150, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I had the wrong word on the front.
Better than a Dodge.
I think I would have preferred to have a Chevy.
I don't know.
I
don't
like
know.
the Chevys. My Chevys have treated me
I
pretty
don't-
good.
See, I've had them all, and the thing is, the Fords last longer than the Chevys, than the Dodges.
Yeah, I tend to agree that.
Now, which is easier to work on? The Chevy. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Which is why the
Not-
Chevy lasts longer for me.
I've had Toyotas that lasted quite a while too, though.
Toyotas
Toyotas.
last longer.
Toyotas are built to last.
Especially a Toyota that just got a little too forward. They're pretty easy to work on.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
The Toyotas and the Hondas are real good at lasting.
Oh yeah. You know how to take care of them. You know,
I had a friend that had a Honda Civic, I think it was, like from like the mid 80s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By the time he got rid of it, he went through 2 motors in that thing.
Oh, fuck
Before the springs and struts and everything started rusting out, he went through 2 motors in that thing.
yeah.
Well,
It had almost 250,000 on each motor.
Oh yeah.
you know, there's one thing out there that can take more abuse and mileage than anything else in the world. You know what it is?
Volkswagen Bug.
Nope, a vagina.
I was gonna say,
Well,
is it someone's
I was
vagina?
close because I was going to point and say,
Irene's up there turning red now, like, yep, it can.
one of these days I'll get some mileage on it. So,
Ah.
I only need a couple blocks. I don't even need a mile. I don't want to get out of breath too soon.
oh, you eat the cheese off of Shelly's vagina.
Oh,
hell no.
Shells and cheese. Shells and cheese.
Did you say
You want-
Sheldon cheese? What the hell?
No. Shells and cheese.
Oh,
like,
hell.
like the macaroni cheese. Like the shells and cheese.
You want
Shelly's
some Fermunda cheese from my vagina, Steve? I got Fermunda cheese for you to eat, Steve. It's fresh from my vagina.
Gross.
Like, fry it open like a thing.
It'd be like this.
Oh, God. Oh, now I've had the mental image. Steve, can I have one of them deadables now?
I'm about ready to take one myself
Oh, gross.
just to get the image out of my head.
I know. You know, here's the problem is my imagination is so overactive that the image would probably get engraved even worse.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then with me taking that Chantix, like I'm getting horrible nightmares. Like the one I had the other night, like, oh God, or the other day while I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, I have horrible nightmares too. I dream of having a hot babe in my bed with me, and I wake up and there's no bed there, no hot babe there.
There's no
There's a
bed.
big West
Oh, but there's
Palm.
hot babe. There's no bed.
See, now, you know, I thought you were the one that had the nightmare about eating the giant marshmallow and you woke up and the pillow was missing.
That was Steve.
Irene, your makeup looks great.
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Sorry, my
So I
kids
know
are
you're sitting there
screaming, so
checking,
I-
like,
No, I was listening to the kids and like trying to make sure that they weren't murdering each other literally, like.
Right. Because they're all at that age now where they're getting rambunctious, right?
Yeah, it's 10, 8, and 6, so it's that time of day too.
Time to give them a gummy and shut them up.
No, you cannot give them a gummy. Really?
What do you think our parents did when we were like that? They gave us a hot toddy and told us to go to bed.
Benadryl.
No,
Why?
It was usually like a half a shot of whiskey and a little bit of.
They watered it down for you?
Well, I was like 10.
And they watered it down for you then? My dad would hand me a 7 and 7 and go, "Here, drink this." Woo! There's a kick to this one. Go to bed. I'm going to drink it. That 7-Up tastes flat.
Yeah, my dad did the same thing. Drink one of these, hit my hair on your chest. What is it? It's called a stinger. Oh, fuck. I'd rather drink fucking Scope mouthwash.
Oof.
Yeah, it was cream to mint and fucking vodka.
Like a grasshopper. My parents used to do like a cream to mint with like
well,
like a cocoa one. Like so it's like it
something like that,
like
yeah.
a Girl Scout cookie or something, or it's supposed to.
Well, it could be worse. You could like Malort.
I do like Malort. That's the sad thing.
That's why you're a little weird. Okay, I understand that now.
No,
I'll be honest. I've never been a shot person. I've never taken. And last summer, I said, "Oh, come on, Steve." I told him I was looking for some Sambuco, which I found, but it didn't taste like I thought it was. It's not what I was looking for, and it's not fucking Jägermeister, so don't fucking say it is.
Right.
You see, I wish they still sold Ripple, because what I would do.
They do, don't
they? No, they don't, sadly. Because I want to get Ripple, and I want to get some fruit juice, and mix it together and call it a Fruple.
Huh? Yeah. Hello.
Call it a Fupa?
Fruple.
Fruple doesn't mean like
Fripple. It's half fruit. It's half fruit juice and half Ripple. A Fripple.
I don't understand why you would want to drink something called a Fupa.
Well, it depends what it is. I mean, if she cleans down there, I don't see anything wrong.
How's it going, O'Harris?
Oh, hey.
But no, like I said, it's just one of them things. I'm like, you look back at like the crap that happened between our generation and Irene's generation. Like, we got tossed into the bed of a truck and told, "Sit there and shut up." They'd go down the road.
I drove from Eureka all the way to Canton. Well, I didn't drive. I was in the back of a truck laying down from Eureka to Canton when I was a kid.
I could do that one better. I rode in the back of a pickup truck all the way from Decatur to fucking Indianapolis to go to the fucking races. To go to the races, because everybody was in. We had a 4-door truck. Well, they didn't close trailer, but we had fucking a whole bunch of people going, so I had to get in the bed of the truck. I just got in the bed of the truck, fucking slept all the way.
I would have gotten into the trailer with a car and just slept the whole way.
See, when I watch Varsity Blues, that very beginning scene, I can relate to that. Good mooning, everybody. Good mooning. I was up at the crack of dawn, and I'd like to ask you a question.
Right.
And I'm like, I can relate to that because that was my friends.
Right.
My best friend and I, the one who passed away, like 2020, her dad used to let us like ride in the back of his truck, like from like St. Augustine back to Valdosta, Georgia. So like that, like, and he like, so we were like on the interstate, and we're like.
Let's see, we had that. You know, we drank from the garden hose and didn't die.
Nope.
I did that in California.
Nope.
In Georgia.
Ooh.
We played in the creek chasing after crawdads and ripping off their arms.
Yeah.
I got crawdad. Rip off the arm, throw it back in the water.
Designer to designer logo, or not at this moment. We don't. designer to design logos, banners, or panels. And so, yeah, no, we had that. I mean, we had, God, I remember hopping on a dirt bike and I'm having a ball, and then I rode the damn thing up a tree. No helmet. Landed on top of me, and they were like, "Oh, I wonder if the bike's okay." The bike's fine. Are you okay? I don't care. Let's get up and go again.
Right.
That's how there was a rope swing that swung into the river.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd ride the rope swing out and then jump in the river and swim. And I mean, that was how we were raised.
There's one thing I always wanted to do, and I never get to do it. There's a place outside Indianapolis we call Hole in the Wall. It's where the fucking river bridge fell in over the Sangamon River.
Okay.
But one end of it, it's so straight. It was like a quarter mile straight before you get to the river, and it has just the right angle. I always wanted to jump a car. I always wanted to jump over the river. I knew about my car. Any of my cars would have made it. They put up welded barricades right at the end of the road where it fell in, so nobody fucking do that. I still wanted to. Man, we could cut these fucking barricades down and get back here. All my cars would have made that fucking river jump.
I'll be damned. Harris, let me think on it, because I'm paying for all this out of pocket. It's a hobby. We're just having fun. But let me do some thinking about it. So, an awful nice offer to go ahead and do graphic design and start putting some things together for us. That'd be great. But it's, I don't want him to be hung out to dry either,
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, it's been crazy. Okay.
But it's zero. Design something.
Like I said, it'll be a couple of months, but definitely make sure you keep us saved. I've got some other things that are going right now with everything that's happening around my end. Mm-hmm. Might actually have Harris design the maybe have him design the cover for my novel when it's done.
Oh yeah.
That I definitely need. I need somebody that can do the artwork for that. Because I've got a definite image in my mind as to what I want for the cover of that novel, but I can't draw. That's something that has always eluded me, is the ability to draw.
Yeah, I can't draw. I can't draw at all. I can't draw nothing. I can't draw nothing.
I mean, I can draw, I can sketch, I can draft, but I cannot draw. And get like what I have pictured in my head onto the paper.
Oh, I know. I can't do it.
I can picture it all day long. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I could picture it all day long. Like I could sit here and I could think about it. I bet if I described it, Irene could probably draw it.
No. My kids might.
The thing is, the only way Steve will be able to draw it if it was stick figures.
Exactly.
I mean, I hate this. I hate to say it. This is what's really sad, is I do not consider Ray an artist by any means, but he's definitely better at it than I am.
No shit. He can fucking draw.
He does like.
He puts effort into it. I've never been able to figure. I never have figured. I used to be able to write. You could be able to draw a box and then make it look 3-dimensional with adding more lines. I never could do that. I don't know how to fucking do that.
Now that I can do, but that leans more into geometry, and I can figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. But is that what they take numbers and make them into letters? No, it doesn't work that way.
It did for me.
Numbers and letters do not add more fucking numbers.
I mean, if x equals 2 and y equals 2, what's x plus y?
756.
Bullshit. X plus y equals 3.
Oh, God. Corey says, hey, 420, with your girlfriend dragging behind you, your new nickname's going to be Donkey.
At least he knows what dragon it is.
Oh, yeah. From Shrek.
No, really. Who does it look like?
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Looks like the dragon from Shrek.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, I played in the mud by the river all the time. It's 4-wheel and everything. Okay.
420 moved his mic, and his mic decided to shit on him.
He broke it.
Now you got to unmute, man.
There we go. Anyway, what I was saying was, for our trunk or treat, my group for church, we decided to do Shrek. And I was one of the 3 blind mice.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Like I said, Harris, I will take a look on IG. I've got everything wrote down here where I can go ahead and find your IG ID, and yeah, if I can, I'll definitely follow you.
So anyway,
I haven't even been into my IG.
They were going to throw it away. I'm like, hey, I'll take it home. They're like, if you want it, go ahead. I'm like, yeah. The only thing I did was
go, donkey.
The only thing I did was where they taped it. I took the tape off and I super glued it together so it'll stay together a little better.
Right.
Other than that,
wow.
Yeah, it's up there. And it's cool because in my D&D group,
aren't you a junker anyhow?
In my D&D group, they like it a lot because they're like, hey, my name's Dave on my D&D group. But anyway, Dave has a dragon. Like,
I don't know anything about D&D, man. I'm like
Dungeons and Dragons. How do you not know anything about that?
Okay,
it's one of the cartoons we watched. Well, I watched as a kid. Dungeons and Dragons.
I didn't get as much TV time.
Scooby-Doo.
Neither did I, but I still know what it was.
I was always told go outside.
Yeah.
My mom let me watch my morning cartoons, and then she was like, "Get outside," and that's morning cartoons.
Okay.
So it was like about 11 o'clock noon, right after lunch.
Cartoon, I only got Saturday mornings, and I only got like until 9.
Yeah. Then you had to clean the rest of the fucking week. Rest of Saturday.
So basically, I ate lunch, and then she's like, "Get outside." I'm like, "Okay." Went outside.
No, I didn't even get that. It was like, go outside at 9 a.m. I'm up at 7 there at 9. Go outside. I don't want to go outside yet. Looney Tunes just turned on. Go outside.
Right? It's like cartoons.
But what ended up happening is like living in Mackinac, they had Brock Lake. And here comes 11 o'clock and the beach would open up. I'm like, I need to go to Brock Lake. And I'd hop on my bicycle and I'd ride it out to Brock Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be out there until they closed up at 7 o'clock at night. I would not come back.
You'd ride up fast lane all the way to the lake. And
I rode down Route 9.
Swimming pool.
Oh, they didn't have fast lane back then?
Oh, Fast Avenue was there, but it was closer for me to hit Route 9 and ride Route 9.
Mm. Oh, I'm thinking of the other lake that's off of...
That's Heritage Lake.
Yeah, I'm thinking Heritage Lake.
But no, that was it. Me and my friends, we'd go out to Brock Lake and we'd swim. And they had a dock out there with a diving board that was old and rusted up and hard to jump off of. And
nice.
You did anyhow, though, didn't you?
Yeah, we did anyway. I mean, we had a ball. That's where I did my first gainer. Was off of that diving board.
What the fuck is a gainer?
You jump off like you're going to dive, but you do a backflip while moving forward.
Oh, fuck. That's just called fucked up.
It kind of stung.
I bet.
If you didn't do it right, it kind of stung.
I didn't die.
I learned the art of the belly flop off of that dive.
Yeah, I was the queen of belly flops. I used to let me go in here and adult swim.
I had a fucking dock break one time while I was standing on the end of it. Fucking dock broke.
What?
Fucking yeah. Fucking bat ran this fucking steel post up my fucking back. It must be like this much. The fucking the dock broke. Man,
well, then they had like empty 55-gallon barrels underneath this dock to help hold it up.
Oh, yeah.
And they were spaced around in there in different spots, so we'd play dock tag.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, we'd get underneath the dock and start moving around the barrels. And we had our hiding spots.
I didn't like that. I didn't like the. I don't want that stuff touching me. Them nasty fish and turtles and shit. I don't want them touching me.
There wasn't as
I
many
don't go under the
turtles.
dock.
No, we did a lot of stunting back then, but there wasn't as many turtles in Brock Lake. The only thing you really dealt with was the fish.
Got salamanders, turtles, fish, marlins. Like those salamanders are nice.
I don't know what of that shit. Nice.
I got a salamander for you, Irene.
Oh, for crying out loud!
I got an anaconda. I got a fucking anaconda. It's fucking knock your ass out.
Because you know what? They don't want none because baby's got back.
Irene, I got a safe place for you. Just come visit.
Right.
I guarantee you.
Hey, Irene, I know a great place about 45 minutes from me that's no one's living in there now. We can go there and,
Hey, you stay the hell out of my house.
She's somewhere.
Goofy Rich?
Yeah.
She's anywhere safe with
And also, I hear there's a Camaro we can defile the front seat
You
with.
better not do shit in my Camaro.
No. She's safe with anybody. She's safe with me.
Go, Irene! TJ's gonna love this mess on his seats.
I already got enough of a mess in that
A little
car.
bit of funky funk.
Anybody's defiling that car, I better be
See,
involved.
not only am I going to be squirting, she's going to be squirting all over your seats of your Camaro.
I'll drive you back for 20. I'm good driving Camaros around with people fucking the back seat.
If you remember, his Camaro has flat tires, so
The Camaro's got the tire, all four tires are off the rims, and the Camaro is coming here.
Would you drive them on the fucking rim? Did it all right?
The Camaro will be here.
well, that is true because it's nothing but a big old mud pile for a street, so it wouldn't hurt.
Not gonna hurt them.
Yeah.
The engine is coming out of the old motorhome and it's getting junked. The Camaro is coming here. The Suburban is coming here, and then I'm cleaning up my yard and fixing the house.
I'll give you $500 for that Camaro because that's all it's worth right
No.
now. Do you even like Camaros?
Okay. Yes, I do.
Then he already fucking Riley already told him the Camaro was his.
Yeah, right. I've already told Riley no too.
Yeah.
He's not yet. He just thinks he is.
I will be the champion.
No, I am. I'm not the one that goes crazy on 1,000 milligram gummy.
No, here we go.
Accidents happen, man. Accidents happen.
Accidents.
Accidents happen. No, March the 7th, Mokermania.
So
Right
about
here.
a little bit less than a month away, everybody.
Yeah.
We are less than a month away from
Come see me and that moron over there. See who can smoke the most before we decide to take a nap.
It's not gonna happen. Yeah,
Steve hallucinates. He doesn't pass out.
I don't pass out. I never pass out.
What's happening, Mike?
My point being is I don't get freaked out.
I only got freaked out because of my laundry. If I wouldn't have, my laundry would have been out. I was afraid I was going to get lost going out of the laundry room.
You two.
See, this is another reason why I love where I live, because I can go straight up one street with no turns, with the exception of turning out of my driveway to get to anywhere I want. So that way, if I'm stoned or drunk, I just got to remember, keep the wheel straight.
Yeah, the other side of that is you got like 8 meth labs up the road from you.
Yeah, and then the cops will be busy there instead of dealing with a stone guy driving up to Kroger.
Or I'm sorry, Dixie Crystal Manufacturers.
Dixie Crystal.
I seen him out a couple days ago.
Man, I saw a news story from up there that they had a big bust again.
Yeah. I heard about it too.
It's everywhere, dude.
Yeah, because it's in East Peoria, I think. Maybe
So Corey wants to know if you guys are going to be separate or together for Smoker Mania.
We'll be together on this site, yes.
I mean, I think I'm going to, I'm not going to force them to be together. So if they want to do this from home, they can.
I think it's just safest.
We are already working on, they are going to match what they're smoking.
Or
or eating. So, I mean, if 420 wants to really get crazy, then Steve could go, I sent you a deadable.
Oh, okay. I'll put it in an envelope.
I would do it. I would do it.
Send me your address. I'll mail you some. Put them in an envelope. That's all. They'll go through the mail.
Yeah, and they'll probably be half eaten because you probably eat half of them and then put them in the bag.
No, dude. I ain't touched them. I look at the scary box all the time.
Yeah, Corey's asking a good question. While you were on that deadable, were you scared that the women were going to start stealing your underwears?
I was worried. I was worried somebody, because Debbie was so insistent that I get back down to the laundry room. Oh, you'll be back here in 45 minutes? Well, I don't know. It might be an hour. It might be 45 minutes. And I was doing other things, and then I had eaten a bunch of other candy, and I had to pop all those in my mouth, and I went down there. And then I brought a load back to the bedroom, and I just sat on the bed for like 45 minutes. Like, whoa, wake up. And what are you doing just sitting here? Why don't you pull in? Then I went and started watching TV. Then TV started fucking, y'all want to explode in 5, 4, 3, 2. And I'm freaking out. I thought the TV went black. And I'm like, Christina, man, you guys come over. They need to get the laundry, and I can't walk down the fucking hallway because I can't feel my legs.
Well, let's just put it this way. A few years ago when I first started taking those gummies, the first one I took because I didn't pay attention to the label because it says take half because they're 175 a piece. I was like this in front of my TV with my remote for an hour straight.
That does not look like your remote.
It's not.
Well, I'm not in my living room, so pretend this is the remote. I'm like this. I don't know if
my imagination stretches that far.
and then all of a sudden, an hour later, I'm looking up and I'm like, why isn't the TV on? I turned it on over an hour ago. And then I'm like, oh.
I think it would have been funnier if it was his phone and he was sitting there like.
No, it's not funny.
Okay, well, there you go. There's my phone.
I've done that.
Because there's my TV remote.
The thing is, I do have an app on here that is a remote for my TV.
Oh yeah, I used to have one on mine too.
And then I have a remote on here for my Xbox too.
I burned the motor out of
an Xbox remote.
I burned the motor out of
I got one too.
That's what my Call of Duty with.
What do you call it?
There it is. It says it right there. Fire TV.
That, and then I put my little headphones.
That's a Roku remote.
Roku. Oh,
no, I do have Amazon. I haven't put it on my TV yet, but I have an Amazon stick.
I need to go through all of these extra all my other subscriptions, and I need to delete the extras off of them that I have on my Amazon Prime.
Here's another thing too: is I need to get it specially fixed.
You better be careful moving those around, Irene. Steve might get his eyes locked and start drooling.
Oh,
they're
all hidden right now.
I need to get my Amazon Fire Stick.
Oh, here we go. Fixed. So Mike's got his update here. He
oh yes.
He's going to he went to the hospital. He's going to the congestive heart failure clinic, and he has to have an IV once a week, and they're giving him Lasix at the max, so they could give him at the maximum they could give him. And after his test on March the 6th, depends on what and when surgery will be. He's just got to take it one day at a time, and I'm glad he's standing strong. You know.
Oh yeah.
Smallwood. Yeah, Steve does have a Smallwood.
Smallwood. What? Oh, damn, Steve.
Smallwood. That's what I thought. I thought that was clever. Hi, Mike. I hope you're doing better.
Steve doesn't have a Smallwood. He's got a micropene.
Same difference.
The only big penis
Can I go
he
get a
has
baby
is
carrot for
the only big penis Steve has is the one on his shelf that's hidden behind his microphone right now.
It's strategically hidden behind the microphone, like.
Well, you know, I I still can't believe that he didn't figure out it was used until when I told him.
I guarantee you.
It was like in a box, right? like,
oh yeah. Well, I mean, it was my ex's that she used to use on her ex-wife.
And I guarantee you, Steve hasn't cleaned it yet.
What?
That dong.
That dong on the shelf.
I've tried cleaning it.
Oh, so you did clean it?
Well, you know.
Did you use it? Did you use it and then clean it?
I stuck the dong in the penis pump I had. I don't know what the fuck happened. Some kind of chemical reaction, and the dildo melted the penis pump. So I had to end up throwing the penis pump away. I don't know what the fuck was on that dildo, but it melted the fucking penis pump. So I had to throw the penis pump away. But yeah.
Well,
it was from under cheese on that penis.
It was her ex-wife's toxic vagina juice. That's what it had to be.
Yeah. It's that juice that Steve says he likes to lick.
Some people like hot dogs. Some people like toxic vagina.
Oh man, that's insane.
That was.
Did at least do something dramatic, like you got a cloud coming from it too at the same time when it melted it, or?
I don't know. I don't remember. I was trying to pick it up the penis pump and that whole melted it. What the fuck did that happen?
I remember I was watching the show when that happened.
Yeah.
Was it near your hot plate for cooking for the pores?
No. It was
Corey says, Steve, did you wash it before you put it in your mouth?
Yeah, well, I haven't put it in my mouth yet, but I just washed it. I have washed it. So I've washed it with alcohol wipes and everything.
He plays hide the penis.
I've cleaned it off with alcohol wipes and you name it.
Irene, you seem to sound like you're an expert at that game, Hide the Penis.
I might have hidden a few penises in my mouth. P9.
Well,
P9.
I do know my penis can be hidden in her taco, so.
The 420 perks right up when I said that. Like, what?
I may have hidden a few.
The more I think about it, just so much has changed. Like 30 years ago, dating was even different.
Yep. Big time.
It was easier.
Fuck yeah, it was easier.
It
was easier. I'll leave it at that.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
easy.
Man, I should have met somebody like Irene about 20 years ago, you know?
So did I. I wish I would have too.
She would have been 17.
At least I know I would have gotten sex every single night of my life while we were
18,
married.
18, almost.
Yeah, she would have been almost 18.
Almost 18.
I said met, not 2.
That's old enough. At least we're not. Hey, at least we're not like Jimmy and say old enough to bleed, old enough to breed.
Oh
God. I mean, it's true. Technically.
It's true.
Well, that's technically not legally.
Even though 18's legal, I still say for me 21 because at least I can take him out to go drinking.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
if you don't drink, I don't drink. So why do I want to go out? Why do I want to take him out drinking?
Well, then there you go. You can go for an 18-year-old.
Where I'm at right now is it's half plus 8, half my age plus 8 years.
Wow.
So that means the minimum age for me is 30.
So that means 48. Half of 48,
27 for me.
20,
so if you're
24.
27.
24 plus 8, which is
I feel like those. I still feel like
32.
those are kids,
Does
though,
that sound
like-
right? Did I do my maths right? 32.
Okay. Half of 48 is 24 plus 8. 8 and 4 is 12. 32. Yes.
Okay.
I think I could have sex with them, but I don't know if I could date them. Like,
Well, that's where I'm at. It's like it's half plus 8. So they've got to be a minimum of 30 years old. That actually kind of lines up for what I'm looking for. I don't want somebody I've got to sit there and babysit. You know, I've done that. I've done the whole I've got to babysit the girl thing way too much.
As long as she gives the gluck gluck, who cares if you had a babysitter or not?
No, dude. When I'm saying no, babe, I want her to have her own job. I want her to have her own life. Her
You
own
need
friends.
to talk to.
her own house.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
You need to go on TikTok and talk to Widow Farmer.
Widow Farmer.
She does a lot of live TikTok. I think she'd be just perfect for you.
Farmer.
She's exactly what you want.
Are you talking about TJ or me or Irene?
Any one of you. All of you talk to her. I talk to her.
Okay, so if Irene started doing her, it'd be okay.
She's one of those. See, Steve, here's the thing. She's called one of those things called a thirst trap, which means she's faking it. Just like that one hot chick on TikTok that says she's a chubby chaser, but she's only saying that just to. And what she means by chubby is basically a light dad bod, not a chubby chaser like me or you.
Yeah, that Agatha Fester boob.
Agatha Fester.
Wait, are you talking about the one that like
bomb?
The one I'm talking about, she looks like petite, and she looks.
You talk about Little Abby.
Like she has brace. Yes, there you go.
Little Abby.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, I told her to bring her, girl. You chubby chaser, I'm a chubby. Let's go. You know, she ain't no fucking chubby chaser.
Yeah, see, Corey's right here. He says 20 young is too young now. You know, MILFs. All right, so I gotta agree.
If they're redhead, petite, and a fairly good sized boobs, I don't care if they're a MILF. So yeah, I would go for MILFs too.
I'll agree with that.
They got to be less than what I am right now. So.
And if they come knock on my door and say, "Hey, will you have sex with me?" Okay. You know,
my thing at this point,
they wouldn't even have to have sex with you. You just jizz in your pants.
Maybe it's just me. I'm just like real picky at this point. I've had a lot of bad experiences. I'm an extremely picky person.
Well, you know what you want now, like rather than like it's not so much guessing. You already pretty much know what gets on your nerves, what doesn't, what works, what doesn't. So
somebody that walks into my house, sits in my recliner, grabs my remote, and tries to take over my house, get the fuck out.
We can watch this house.
Like, get the fuck out. You know?
Put my Taylor Swift up.
Somebody wants to walk in like, well, this is pretty cool, but I'd like to hang up this over here. Is that okay? Well, if I say let me think about it, it's truly let me think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do it? And then wait till I go to work and I come back and it's hanging up. And I said, didn't I say let me fucking think about it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. To just take a space rather than like.
Huh?
I just thought it would look good over here, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
They rearrange your whole house.
and I'm not begging. That's the thing, Corey. I'm not begging.
Exactly.
I
just have standards.
There was one that, I mean, she was like great girl and all, but I didn't want my life taken over.
All right.
And that's when we got to the point where we were around each other more, then it was like, no, you have to give your undivided attention to me. And I'm like,
right.
Okay.
Ooh.
Here you go, Steve. She's a 10, but she tells you to stop smoking weed. Then what is she?
Oh, to Steve, she just became a 2.
Right.
I like these games, though. I like she's this, but.
There you go.
I don't know.
You guys could go to Lincoln and get some of them thirsty cougars that are all heroin addicted.
Where?
I can go about a mile up the road and get some.
Well, I think I saw someone on.
I don't need to go to Lincoln for that. I can just go a mile up the road. When I
Here, hang on. What are you saying, Irene?
I was watching Cops the other day, and it was a man cross-dressing like a woman, but she ate crack cocaine, or she ate like a rock, and like the cop went to like they were trying to get the thing out of her mouth, and his wig came off.
Oh shit!
And they're like zooming in on this, and then like they zoomed in on like the toenails, and it's got like fungus on it, like you know. Why did they zoom in on that? For why? But I think it'd be perfect for Steve.
There's somebody I know that likes feet. I'm not going to mention any names.
I got some toe jam for you, Steve.
But I know somebody who's interested in attractive feet. I know somebody else who's interested in attractive feet too, but I'm not going to mention any names.
Hey, Steve, after you get done with my vagina, you can eat my toe jam.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Corey says if she puts out the 420 and wins Smoker Mania.
Oh, no.
I think Steve would much rather smoke than have sex.
What was that, Irene?
So I think Steve would rather smoke than have sex. Like at this point in his life, like I feel like I could be wrong.
That's a good question, though.
You know, and I just had this discussion with Brady yesterday. I think you're right. I mean, because he made a comment about, man, these people. I said, no, you know, I have a lot of talk. I can talk, you know, I can talk up a big game. But, you know, it really doesn't matter to me. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Yeah, I'm okay, you know. And I still got my hand in Pornhub, so that satisfies me.
Yeah, at least you still got Pornhub.
Yeah. Exactly. Some people don't have Pornhub anymore, so. But yeah, I don't have to. I mean, if you know, I know. I mean, it's not a secret. I mean, if I text Martha right now and say, hey, you want to come over and watch the Super Bowl? I can get it if I wanted it. I mean,
yeah.
Martha will put out. That's what he's saying. Hashtag call Martha.
But then I just talked to her the other day, and she said she was sick. So I'm like, no, I don't want your sickness. Stay the fuck away from me.
Stay home. You keep your diseases at home.
Exactly. I don't need sex that bad. I'm good. Thank you very much.
420 is looking like he's got something on his mind.
Yeah,
he always gets something on his mind.
Of course, because I'm stoned and I know things.
Yeah.
Anyway, TJ, you need me to send you my 8-hour tape that I dubbed off of Skinamax?
No, I'm actually good there. Thanks.
You dubbed it.
I've got X videos down here. They do.
Yeah, I'd stay up some late nights, you know, when I didn't have to work, and I'd turn on Skinamax, and I
remember Skinamax.
And I'd start recording it, and then when they get to, you know, when the show is over with, I would take all the parts out where they're clothed and just have the naked parts, and I have an 8-hour tape of nothing but naked parts.
Nice. I used to record Little House on the Prairie like that, like.
I'll tell you what, one of the best girlfriends I had was about 5'4", had hair a lot like Irene's, but her boobs were smaller than Irene's.
That's okay.
And she was definitely DTF. Like all the time, DTF.
Ooh. Does she smoke?
She smoked weed.
Is she available now?
No, she is not.
Damn it.
She's actually got a pretty decent guy now, and I'm happy for her, you know.
Well,
but yeah, she was one of them that
she didn't meet me yet, so that's debatable on a decent guy.
But yeah, Steve, do you need me to tell you what DTF is?
Yeah.
Down to fuck.
Okay.
I got it right away.
I saw Steve sitting there like, DTF. What are you talking about? DTF?
Dancing with the Stars? What?
No, you haven't. You lost me when you said she got to produce a guy now. Well, fuck that. I'm out there.
Here's the thing.
I mean, Irene is like a lot like she was. It's just that girl had a lot smaller.
It could be down to finger.
Exactly.
Dude,
exactly.
Like Irene's got to be at least a double D, and that girl was a 32B.
Oh wow,
that's okay.
And a size 6 britches. It was all booty.
It'd be like
you look like a nice butt though, like.
Oh, I'm talking like heart-shaped butt.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
The whole club didn't get all over her. I was usually there. They're like, nuh-uh. Of course, back then I kind of had a reputation for starting fights and throwing people out of the bar and then peeing on them. So
that is not very nice.
It was very funny, though.
Funny, yes. Hilarious, yes. Nice, not so much.
Was it at that bar that was right on the 4-way when you go through on Route 9?
No. This was in New Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah, I like my best relationships were down there, and it just when I got back in Illinois, it was like my life exploded, and it took me the entire time I lived there to actually gather everything back up and go. It exploded, and the reason being is I got sucked right back into a lot of the same shit. And I knew that once I got back away from it, I would be able to do better again.
You're doing awesome, I think. Like compared to how you were before, like from when I met you,
Yeah.
Like right now, you're doing amazing. So
it's a 180. It is a complete 180 living here, and I'm like, and don't get me wrong, there are things that are here where I'm like, maybe, and I do consider it. After Riley's 18 and I have the ability to get up and move around a little bit more again, I'm not going to deny it, guys. I'm seriously thinking Las Cruces again. I really am.
Sounds like you had a lot of fun there. So.
Well, it's not just the fun. It's like when I moved, I left a big piece of my heart there. I left a big piece of who I am there.
Yeah.
Right.
And when I go back to visit, like you guys know, I'm going on my birthday. This is my 45th birthday. I am going on my birthday. I'm excited. And the thing is like when I get there, I actually start to feel like I'm home and I'm whole again. And I'm back around all these people. And it's like, I look at my group that I ran around with. All right. Here's one that she is one of the most sought after bartenders in the area. They pay her top dollar to manage bars and keep them up and running. She's built that great of a reputation. Another one. She's a mom, stay-at-home mom. Well, everybody hears me talk about Squirrel, stay-at-home mom, holds down her house, would definitely make Steve squirm and his pee-pee go boing, boing, boing. And she still has the uncanny ability to grow the most amazing mustache. If she would let it grow, I mean, she could get the roll cream and like handlebar that.
Nice. That's
she won't. She gets the wax out instead. And like, goodbye. Scuba and Scuba's wife is now. When I first met her, she was a teller. Now she's one of the vice presidents at one of the credit unions there. Scuba went from a guy who was managing bars to now he owns a real estate brokerage.
It's his name, Steve. Scuba.
Yes.
Steve. Scuba.
Yes, it is. Steve Morgan. Steve. And everybody looked at me in his office, and they're, I'm just not without thinking. Oh yeah, we really like working here. Oh, he's such a great boss. I was like, yeah, I've heard Scuba can be a good boss. They're like, who's Scuba? Steve. Yeah, him. Ugly guy over there. I've known him for over 20 years. I'll call him whatever I want, But yeah, and I look at the successes that all of us have had. And we all have in our own way. We've all gotten pretty successful. We've grown so much, all of us. And it's amazing. It's just absolutely amazing to me. But when you get the 5 of us back together, it's like we're in our 20s again. We are out doing the same shit that we did back then with all of us together. Like, Squirrel got so drunk that she ripped her pants. And she ripped her pants by walking into El Patio Bar and forgetting the step was there again and falling flat on her face walking into the bar.
Happens sometimes.
And I had 2 thoughts. The first thought that popped into my head was, damn, I hope Squirrel's okay. And I'm going to help her up. The second thing that popped into my head was, good thing Steve's not here.
Oh.
Because it was right down the seam, and I think Steve would have fallen right on top of her.
I would have too.
Everyone starts falling on poor woman.
Right there's worth 1,000 words.
That's what his face looked like when he seen. That's his face. What he's going to look like when he loses Smoker Mania.
And it was purple.
I can't believe I lost.
They were purple undies too.
Were they a thong?
No. Bikini.
Ooh. String bikini?
I didn't look that close. It's my best friend.
That doesn't mean anything. You can still have a best friend.
What the fuck?
You've heard of friends with benefits, haven't you?
Dude, that is my best friend. I mean, literally, neither one of us has
Best
even
friend
ever
with
sat
benefits.
So you are in her friend zone then.
No, she's in mine too.
Yep, because
that is literally my best friend of all time. She is my best friend. I mean, seriously, cool. I can't step over that line with Squirrel. As the thought crossed my mind, yes. As the thought crossed her mind, yes. We've even discussed it. And it's like, it'd be too weird. Yeah. Because we're over 20 years now of this friendship and it being just as great as it is. And to take that leap, it'd just be fucking weird.
I can see it, I guess. Fortunately, I don't have to deal with anything like that, so.
But I mean, I'm telling you right now, like, I know Steve would find her attractive.
I'm not choosy.
I know. That's why you're dating Shelly right now.
I'm not dating Shelly.
That's so romantic. Look at that little apartment love story. It's like
I might, you know what?
All over again.
Where's my pen and paper at? Damn it! I just got an idea for a novel.
Oh no!
And the apartment triangle. Started when Steve moves into the apartments, and it just make it this big.
All the ladies, Debbie, Martha, Robin.
I would have to write in a scene. I would have to write in a scene where, like, the yoga girl got stuck in the dryer, and Steve walked in after her.
He steals her panties right off of her.
Thing is, Steve can only last like 30 seconds. That's what he said.
Oh, no, I'd write it as a fantasy and then go snap it back to reality. And Steve's like, ooh, and walks out.
Steve can only last about 30 seconds. That's what he said.
Corey says he lost his virginity to his best friend. And I'm like, I get that. But, you know, like I said, this is This is my literal best friend. I mean, when I was having problems with my ex-wife, I called Squirrel.
Right.
And I talked to Squirrel. While I was having problems with my ex-wife while we were married, and I'm calling and talking to Squirrel on what should I do. When I was with the Tweaker Smurf, again, I would talk to Squirrel. It's like, would you just shoot that bitch already?
That's what Squirrel would say?
Was she the one with the dogs?
No, Tweaker Smurf was before the dog lady.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't sure.
Okay, you might need to change her name because every time I hear you say dog lady, I think of DFL.
You keep thinking of DFL, and it was not DFL.
No, I knew what he talked about when he said dog lady.
Yeah.
But it would take to you have to you have to divide them. Yeah.
The husky humper?
Yeah. There you go, husky humper.
That better? That better,
work.
420, the husky humper?
Yeah, then I know who it is.
Huskies are cute dogs, though, but they're rambunctious. And to have that many of them,
when I was a dog daddy.
Yeah.
I like huskies, but I can only handle one.
Yeah, one's nice. Two's okay.
One's enough.
That's enough.
But the husky can't ride with me on my motorcycle, so I don't really want a dog.
I have a friend that actually has a husky, and when it snowed last time up here, that husky did not want to go inside whatsoever. So she left him outside. Then all of a sudden, she gets a knock on the door from the cop saying, "Why is your dog out in this extreme weather?"
It's a husky.
Because it's a husky, and huskies love this type of weather.
Huh?
Oh, well, you might need to bring it in because it's not wise to have your pets outside in this weather.
If the dog was bred for the weather.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
If the dog wasn't laying there dead, the dog would run around.
She even showed her TikTok of it, and this dog's caked in snow, and she's like, "Sam, come in. Come on, Sam, let's go in." The dog just lifts her head, looks back, and "No, I ain't leaving." And then
I'm good.
Puts his head back in the snow, and it's like, yeah, you had to see how funny it was.
Dude, no, I can imagine. That'd be like, me being naked in bed with a girl, and then somebody saying, "Come on, get dressed." I just bury my face right back down there again,
Right.
Especially if she's naked and in bed with me. I mean,
that helps.
Yeah.
Right.
Helps.
That might be an idea, damn it, TJ.
Although she might just be like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?"
Try not to leave. Just go with it.
Okay.
All right, Steve. Let's go ahead and let's start getting some final thoughts in because we are getting pretty close here.
We are getting close.
So, Steve, what are your final thoughts tonight?
Thoughts. Had a good time. I made it. Didn't have a meltdown. Super Bowl coming up. Kansas City, Philadelphia.
Go Kansas!
Philadelphia by 3. That's my prediction.
You're predicting Philly by 3?
Yep. I'm predicting Philly by 3. I'm not sure about smoke signals tomorrow morning. It could be canceled due to.
I thought it was Wake and Bake.
Oh, Wake and Bake. What did it say?
You said smoke signal.
Yeah, but I'll be back Tuesday morning on the Lotto show. As far as I know, I'm planning on it.
Buddy, I'm glad to see you're doing better.
Thank you. Thanks everybody.
And remember, you got every one of us. Whenever you can pick up the phone and call me. I don't care if it's the middle of the day or the night or whatever.
You can call me too. I don't think you have my phone number though, but I can give it to you.
No, I don't.
I can message you. I message you.
Okay, thanks. I needed it.
No, thanks, everybody.
I need Irene's phone number so that way we can send nudies back and forth to each other.
Oh yeah. I got
420. What are your final thoughts tonight?
Final thoughts. I can care less about who's going to win the stupid bowl. It's going to be one of those. It's either going to be a red team or a green team. And more than likely, I think it's going to be the red team because it's scripted. So that way they can say that the Chiefs are the best Super Bowl team ever and blah, blah, blah.
Taylor Swift.
This guy over here. This guy right here. He's going down like the bitch he is coming up in another month. He can't hang because, as you heard on the show, he can't handle 1,000 milligram gummy.
Oh, shit.
That's sad. That's so sad. A real stoner can handle that. And that's my final thoughts.
Irene.
Final thoughts. I'm voting for the Chiefs to win, but I think Philly's gonna win because that's who is predicted to win is Philly, and usually it's pretty, known. I am curious about like the halftime show, like because isn't Kendrick Lamar doing it?
It's Taylor. Taylor Swift said it had to be her, or else she's making a song up about Kelsey.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Oh, did her and Kelsey break up?
No. I'm just saying, how bad. It's going to be a song about how bad he is because he didn't get her as the halftime show.
Yeah. Oh no, this just in. Patrick Mahomes is out with a strange testicle after it was caught getting a blowjob by the officiating crew.
That's funny.
There you have it.
So here I am. I'm like actually hopeful that Mahomes is out.
Where's my Steve?
And then Steve sucked me in on that one.
Remember when what's his name from the Patriots? No, it was Green Bay where he left. The Green Bay guy where he left. Oh, Aaron Rodgers. He left during halftime because he had to poop, and he didn't show up until the last quarter.
Oh, really? Poop, man.
Remember that he left.
I do remember that. Now that you bring it up,
I remember
he left right at halftime, and he didn't show up till the fourth quarter.
I just remember his brother Jordan.
I thought that was when he played for the Jets.
Oh man!
Just in the last couple of years when he played for the Jets.
Maybe it was the Jets. It was
Might
some
have been
team.
The Jets.
But I think it was Aaron Rodgers.
Either way, Aaron Rodgers, whoever it was, they decided to leave at halftime and didn't show back up to
the fourth quarter. Yeah,
fourth quarter, and people are saying because he had to poop.
Who's the one that used to
well, everybody, thank you for tuning in. This has been Mayhem's Amigos. Irene is lovely as ever. Steve is doing a lot better, and Fat 420 is running like a donkey. We will see you Thursday night for Amigos After Dark, and until then, take care and God bless. So long.
Hey, everybody. Steve, I got some vagina cheese for